Good morning, guys. Let's get started. So we'll just rewind what we have discussed in the previous class. So in the previous class, we have started looking at a stream and what is a stream. Can someone tell me what is a stream? What is a stream? Anybody?
To perform operations on top of collection objects.
Yeah.
Stream
So that is the
interface.
advantage of a stream. So what exactly a stream is?
Streaming interface.
Yeah,
Stream is
it's
a present. Yes.
And it is present in java.util.stream package.
Stream package.
So stream is an interface. We have n number of methods inside that, and then it is newly introduced in java.util.stream package. Stream, you can also say that the package name itself is a stream. So the stream is a package, and you can inside that package there is a specific interface called stream. Okay, and what is the advantage of stream, or why are we using the stream? Stream is used to perform. There is some background noise. Whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. Yeah, thanks. Guys, please make sure that there is no background noise. So the usage of a stream is to perform the operations on the collection. Like collection is a data structure which can store the data. But streams, are we storing any data in the stream whenever we perform filter method, map method? No, we are not, because it is not even giving the output. Okay, now, and we started working with we started learning the filter method and map method. So when can I go for a filter method?
In order to get some amount of data on collection object.
So some amount of data is, no, that is not the right answer.
We have to filter whatever we want from the list.
Condition we can filter the data.
As the name
Filter with
itself
the
is,
condition.
yeah,
Based on the
filter,
condition.
yeah. So filter takes a predicate, filter method in the stream takes a predicate argument. So predicate is what? Function interface.
Yes.
So function interface is something in using which you can pass a input and then get the return type as a true. If filter method will perform the rest of the conditions if it is true. If it is false, then it does not perform. There itself you can say that filter is the, so whatever, if you say general meaning of a filter, water filter, so all the, after the purification, purified water will be coming out of the filter, and whatever there is there any bacteria or insects, anything will be filtered out. That means unnecessary things will be taken out. How do you know whether it's a necessary or unnecessary? By looking at this condition, correct? This condition will tell you what is necessary and what is not necessary, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what are the different ways to create a stream? How can I create a stream?
There is a static method present inside the filter dot off method is there.
And where it is present?
It present in stream package.
In the stream interface, there is a static method, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So in the interface, we can write a static method from Java 1.8 onwards. So how to call a static method? Interface
Class
name
name,
followed by
right?
the
Yes.
interface name followed by the method name. If it is a class, then class name. So by calling this off method, we can create a stream. This is one way. Okay. What is the other way? How can I create a stream object?
On top of the collection object, we can.
Yeah, whenever you wanted to perform some operation on a collection. So directly for that, in order to use a collection, you will take any of the list. Like if it is an array list, if it is a list, then you will create array list or linked list or vector. That is, those are nothing but objects, right? So by creating a collection object on top of that, by calling the stream method, will give you the stream object. So stream, can I say that employee list dot stream is same as a for loop?
Sir, one question here.
Yeah.
That list dot stream method, is it present in the collection interface or it is in the list?
So if you would like to know that, what you can do is, so here whenever you call, see here, see whenever you do the control space, okay. So now here, stream is a method name. What is the output of the stream method? Stream of employees. Why it is giving employees?
We are performing on the top of employee object.
Yeah, because my employee list is containing employee objects. If it is containing string, then what does this will return?
String.
Oh,
stream of string, correct?
Yes.
Now where see now on top in the towards the extreme right, you can see collection, right?
Yes, yes.
What is this? This is a place in which that method is defined. Now, for example, if you look at last index of, okay, now let's look at a toString. Where the
Okay.
toString method is defined, object.
Got
So
it.
last index of it is defined. So toString method, can you override the toString method?
Yes.
So it would
Yeah.
have been overridden in the array list class or in the parent classes of array list also. Okay.
Is it a default method?
Just so do you know how to look at the source code? The one who asked, he was asking the question.
Yes.
Do you know how to look at the source code? Yes. Just
Yes,
look at it.
yes.
Just look at the source code and try to understand. Okay.
Okay.
See, there is no problem in for me to tell, but just with that question, at least you will open the decompiler and you will look at the class so that you will be habituated and you may get n number of questions. That questions will be clarified in the further classes. That is the intent. Okay. Okay. Now, so if I want to print the data, I want to perform some filter operation. After that, I want to print some data. What should I? How can I print the data?
By using for each loop or collect method, we need to use.
Okay. So so if you want to directly print, then you can use the for each method. Inside, what does the for each method is taking?
It is taking consumer interface.
Okay. Consumer interface means what?
Which will take value but return nothing.
That means it takes a value. On top of
Yes.
that value, you can write whatever the logic you want. Correct?
Yes.
You can write print. You can write writing it to the file. You can write creating a text document or putting it to the database. Everything you can write, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want to create a separate list or separate set, how can I do?
You can list collect.
We can, so instead of for each method, I can use a, so for each method is used to iterate. Okay. So that for each method is taking a consumer and in that consumer interface, you can write a logic. So collect method is used to collect the object and you can create, you can perform different operations. But what are the operations that we have tried? So we can change, we can create a list object. We can create a set object also, correct? Map, we did not see, we will see in the further classes. Okay. So what is the code that we have written? From the employee list, which is containing a employee, I want to separate all the employee IDs into a separate list. Then what should I do? Should I go for a filter or map?
Map.
Why are we using map?
We need to get the data into another list.
Yeah, that is correct. But what see from this one, if I want to directly get the data into some other list, I can easily do this, right? Employee list dot stream dot directly I can call collect and then collectors dot to list. This is also giving me separate list, right?
But whatever the
but we
operation.
need only the employee ID, right? So we
Yes.
are
Yes.
passing the employee object and we are just taking the employee ID from.
Yo, that means you need to look at the advantage of a map method. See, for the stream, you are passing some object, but you want something else object as a collected, and then you from that collected list, you want to create a list, right? That means
Yes.
if you want to do the conversion, that means you take one object and give some different object, correct? So if that is the case, then we go for a map method, right? Hope you are able to differentiate when can I go for a map, when can I go for a filter. And I have requested you guys to look at your project code. Did anyone looked at your project code and were you able to find? Yes, no, or will you take some time?
Yes, sir. I mean, I have few questions regarding some of the map and group by related.
I haven't come to the group by and all. I'll see. Ask me the questions,
Okay,
whatever
okay.
we discussed. So in this one, we have a group by and all. So those I haven't even touched it, right? I will be explaining
yes.
all of those. But
And yes, sir. Yes.
but my question is, So whatever we are using a filter, you know when to use a filter now, you know when to use a map. If you convert these examples into your project, were you able to identify why they have used map only, why not filter, why not something else, correct?
Yes.
So if you want to write something new functionality, instead of copy paste, can you write your own now?
No, at least I can, I mean, not 100%, but I can give maximum amount of efforts to do this.
Yeah.
Earlier, I
So-
don't have knowledge. Actually, I don't have much knowledge on these filters, map, and all. But at least now I have knowledge and have idea like where we are using this.
Okay. So what you have to do, you need to write wherever. So you, that means if you want to habituate or write easily, you need more practice. Now you understood it. You need more
Yes.
practice. So that's in your hands. Okay. Just whatever every day, whatever I'm telling, if you practice for 10 minutes, whatever the examples I have given, and then you look at your project. That's how you can answer easily in the interview. Okay. Now let us, today we are going to look at min method and max method. So let us go to this decompiler and open the java.util.stream. Okay. So in the interview, they might be giving you list of employees. Okay. And then they will ask you write a program to print the employee who is having the maximum salary or who is having the minimum salary. Have you guys anyone faced these kind of questions? Or not attended the interview at all?
Yes, sir. I have faced these kind of questions, like a list of employees whose salary is more and whose salary
Yeah.
is less.
So if that is the
those
case,
kind of questions.
yeah, we have some methods called, see, are you able to see method called min in the stream?
Yes.
So then if I need something which is minimum out of my collection, then I can go for a min method. I need something which is max out of my collection, I can go for a max method. Okay. So why are we using a min? So see, whenever I am using the stream, all these methods present in the stream interface, where can I apply? On top of a collection. Now, collection means group of objects. I can be given with a integer name, group of integers, group of strings, or group of employees, group of departments, anything I will be given. Okay. Out of all of those, I wanted to find out, see, for example, if it is an employee, then I want to find minimum, write a program to print employee object or employee name who is drawing minimum salary. Write a program to print employee name who is drawing the maximum salary. So these are the questions will be asked. Okay. Now we are going to learn how to deal with this min method and max method. Now by looking at the signature, can someone tell me what does this min method and max method is taking?
Comparator.
Comparator. So now let us see, first of all, what is a comparator? So comparator is not a new thing in the, what you call in Java 8, it is already present in the core Java itself. Okay. So now we have two things. If you remember, there is a comparable and then comparator. These are also most frequently asked question in the interviews.
Yes.
So just since we are discussing the topic, I'm explaining the differences. Okay. But this is not a Java 8 topic. Why am I explaining? Because if I am not explaining, if I do not, if I assume that you know all of this, then whenever I'm trying to write a code, still you have a question in your brain, so that you will not be able to concentrate on the Java 8 topic. So that's the reason I'm trying to explain what are the differences between a comparator and comparable. Like before discussion of any topic, if there is a core Java topic, I'm trying to explain that. The reason behind that is I just wanted to make sure that you understand properly. Okay. Okay. Now, so can someone tell me what are the differences that you know between this comparator and comparable?
Comparable is a functional interface which is having only one abstract method, that is compare to method.
Which one? Comparable, right? Compare to. Okay.
And if
Okay.
you go for comparator, which is present in java.util package, and which is consists of two methods like equals method and compare method.
Okay.
And the return
no.
type of these two are integer, which is taking two arguments in the comparator and one argument in comparator.
Okay, that's right. So it is taking one argument. Okay,
Yes.
T1. Okay. Now
When
where
we
this
go
comparable is present?
java.lang package.
Okay. Okay, java.lang. So now let us go and see, look at it. Okay. So why am I telling this one is, see, it is present in java.lang package, it is present in util package. So instead of reading it, what you can do is at your home, then you just open the decompiler and look at it. Once you look at it, obviously it will be stored in your brain in the somewhere the memory, right? So that's the reason. So java.lang.comparable, right? Let's look at. See, comparable. Are you able to see? See, comparable. What it is? It's an interface. So I have opened the Java 8 one only. Is it a function interface? No. But how many abstract methods are present?
One.
Is it annotated with function interface?
No.
So that means whatever you said is, I mean, like that point is wrong. So you, it is not a function interface. You can just tell that comparable is a interface. Where it is present? Package java.lang package.
Okay.
So the first thing is comparable is present in java.lang package. Okay. Now next go to the comparator. Now let me click on this one. Obviously I will go here. See here where this comparator is a interface. Now here where it is present? Java.util package, correct?
Yes.
So now the first difference between a comparable and comparator is package structure. So comparable is present in java.util, comparator is present in java.util, and comparable is present in java.lang. Okay, now next. Now go back to the comparable. What is the abstract method that it has? Compare to, which is taking one argument and returning integer. See, compare to, which is taking one argument, returning integer. Okay, now
Can't we use it as a functional interface?
that I'll come to that. Let me complete my explanation, then you can ask.
Okay.
So and when it comes to the comparator, so what is abstract method? This is default.
At the end.
Default. Also there are many default methods, okay, and static methods as well. So the definition of a function interface says any number of default, any number static, and only one abstract. Okay, yeah, here there are two abstract methods, correct? So it's a compare. The method that we have is compare. So compare, how many arguments does it taking? Two arguments, t1 comma t2. Okay, now the question, let me ask you the programmatic question. Let me write. Yeah, whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. Let me write a main method. Okay, let me write int list integer L equal to new array list. Okay, I have creating a array list object. Okay, now L dot add 10. Okay, let me do 20, 50, 60, 9, 7. Okay, is the array list order? Now if I print the array list, will it give the ascending order?
No.
Or what it will print? What kind?
Insertion
What
order.
Insertion order.
insertion order? Okay, now write a program. Now I am asking one question. Without Java 8, write a program to make the array list ordered. Sorry, sorted.
Yes.
That means ascending order. What should I do?
Collections dot sort method.
So generally what do you use in the collection? So collections class,
having
there is
sort
a method called
sort.
So what does this sort method is taking?
List.
Okay, look at here. Sort method is taking a list object. Look at here. So it is taking a list object. Okay, let me pass here. Okay, and then I will get the output as sorted list, correct? Now if I print it, so if I print here, okay, not reneeded. Okay. Now here, if line number 19, it will give insertion order. What is the output of line number 23?
23 is a ascending order, and L is okay. That's it.
Okay, ascending order. So how does this sort method is working internally? Does anyone know? Why it is doing sort ascending order only? Why not descending order?
Because the integer class implements the actual this compare to method.
Comparable interface.
Comparable interface. If you open this integer class, it implements already comparable interface.
Okay, so yes, it is implementing a comparable interface, but why it is going to the comparable interface? I did not mention anything, correct here?
Yes.
But how it is going to this comparable interface of an integer class? Hope you get my question. Is my question understood first of all?
Yes.
Okay, let us look at here. If you look at this, please go on mute. Story is not speaking, please go on mute. If I go here, sort method, okay, it's a method name, okay. Now list.sort, it is doing. So if you look at this signature here, it is taking a list object that is good. Here, T extends comparable. See what T can be passed here. What is it? You are passing T, correct? List of T. You are passing a list object. What does it is containing? It is containing some generic object. So that means you need to pass a object which is extending or getting from a comparable interface only, right? If you are passing which is not extending from comparable, will it work? Let us create some class.
No, it will not work.
Yeah, that you will get a compilation error, right? So here the name itself is telling. So now the question is, so you are, whenever I do this collection.sort, I'm getting an output as a ascending order. Now I am trying to tell you why am I getting a ascending order? Because the sort method, if you look at the signature of the sort method, so it is taking one argument. What is that argument? It's a list object. Okay. List is nothing but a collection. Collection is nothing but a group of objects. What you are taking here, T. What is this T? It can be an integer, it can be a string, or it can be anything. Okay. But there is some condition is written here. T extends comparable. That means whatever you are passing here, that should be extendable from the comparable interface. Or you can also pass the comparator. That we'll see later. So that means here what did I pass? List object. What does that list is containing here? What is the T? T is nothing but an integer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, is the integer extending from implementing the comparable interface? Look at here. Integer wrapper class is implementing comparable interface. Now, whenever it is implementing a comparable interface, what is the abstract method in that interface? Compare to. If you don't look at this compare to, internally it is calling compare. When I say compare means it is not a comparator. It is just a private method internally. It's a private, some method internally. So if you look at this logic, whatever the logic that is mentioned here, this is following the ascending order. That means by default, all the wrapper classes will follow the natural sorting order. Natural sorting order is nothing but all the wrapper classes will follow the ascending order. Not only this integer, you can open the string class, you can open the double class, you can open the float class. All the wrapper classes are implementing the comparable. So whenever it is implementing a comparable, it has to override the compare to method. What is the logic inside all the wrapper classes? By default, it will follow the natural sorting order. That means ascending, lowest to highest. So because of this reason, this sort method is calling the integer compare to method. Hope you understand, guys, now why this sort method internally calls the compare to method. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So now by doing this one, I am getting a ascending order. Okay. Now, for example, I want something different or descending order. What should I do? So here, whenever you are looking at these differences, if you want the natural sorting order, then you can go for a comparable, correct? So if you want some different order, like reverse order, or some random, you want some different order, okay, then you can go for a comparator. Now, how can I get this in this one? I want to write a comparator. Then how can I do? If you look at this collection.sort method, there is one more method also. If you look at the sort here, if the method name is same, arguments are different. What does it called?
Overloaded methods.
Overloaded. Can I say that sort method is overloaded now?
Yes.
In which class? Collections class. Okay. Now we have looked at the first method, which is taking a list argument. Now look at the second method, which is taking a list argument followed by the comparator. The comparator means it's an interface. That means I need to, whenever I wanted to use this, I need to create a class which implements the comparator interface and then pass that reference. Okay. So that means whenever I wanted to use this sort method, I need to create a class which is implementing that comparable interface or comparator interface and then pass that object. Now, here let us create in this class only. I wanted to implement comparator. Implements comparator. So what does the comparator? I'm talking about an integer. Okay. Now, which method I have to override? Compare method. Like add unimplemented method. Done. Okay, compare to method. Okay. Now here I need to write the logic. What I will do is I'll copy the logic from the integer class and I'll change this condition. Okay. Now instead of this, I am taking the param into 1. Let me put here 1. Let me put here -1. I just change the condition. Okay. Okay, done. Now let me pass see here. If I want to use this second method, this second method is taking two arguments. First is a list object and second is a comparator. Comparator is nothing but in which, so comparator is an interface. Directly I cannot pass it here. But I have created a class which is implementing a comparator interface. Now I can create an object of this class and I can pass it. So now let us look at here.
L comma new.
Yeah. I see there is a background noise. Whenever you speak immediately, can you please go on mute? Yeah, done. Now let me print this one after this. Let me print sort method output. Okay. Sort to arg method output. Okay, let me run this program and see what is output. See, sort method output is coming as a ascending order. Sort to method is coming as a descending order. Yes or no?
Yes.
So here I have mentioned my own descending order. Correct. So I have overridden the. By default, can I get the descending order by using a sort method? I cannot. Sort method always follows the natural sorting order because internally it will go to the whatever the wrapper class that you are mentioning providing here, or it can be a wrapper class, or here if you are doing the list of employee. Let us take that you are taking an employee. Can I say that in the employee class I can implement the comparable interface?
No.
And then I can write, right? You see, list of employees means this employee class implements comparable. I can write. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Then it will go to that logic. By default, whatever is there in that employee comparable interface, that it will go. But with the using of a comparator, what you can do, you can achieve whatever the logic. So you can separately pass here, whatever the list employee list, you can pass it. But you can create multiple comparator logics here and then pass it. Based on that, it will behave the different order. For example, here if you have an employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Okay. Sometimes I want, see, by default, if the employee class is implementing comparable, which method you need to override? Compare to. So in that compare to, how many logics you can write? Out of these 3, any one you can take and you can write, correct? Can you write by 3? No. Only I want to print employee IDs ascending employee ID or descending employee ID. Whatever the logic you want, you can print it. Only one logic you can use it inside the compare to method of employee class. But sometimes interviewer asks you, don't change this one. don't change the comparable of employee logic. But I want you to print descending, ascending salary, descending salary, ascending name, descending name, employee ID ascending, employee ID descending. If that is a question, then what I will do, I will keep this as is. I can pass here. If I'm passing here my new comparator, whatever I want. So can I get that what decide order? Yes or no? Are you able to
Yes,
understand?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means by using the comparator, we can achieve whatever own pattern. Okay. But by using the comparable, whatever is mentioned, that only you will get. By default, all the wrapper classes, all the Java are using a ascending. So natural sorting order. But if you are writing, if you are implementing in your employee class and thing, whatever is mentioned, that will be called. So this is the difference between a comparator and comparable. Now, if I don't want to see here what I'm doing, I have created a class and then implementing this interface and creating that object. Instead this, I don't want to do all of this. Then can I say that I can write anonymous inner class? Yes or no? Let me remove this. I don't want. Okay. Now here, generally what you need to do, the second argument for this sort method, if you want to call the second argument, I need to pass the comparator. Then what I will do, L, can I say that new comparator? That means new comparator if I am doing anonymous inner class, which I have mentioned here, new comparator. Automatically, which method you need to override?
Compare
Can I
method.
say that here I need to override the compare to method? Okay. So here I can override the compare to method. So by writing like this, can I say that I am writing the anonymous inner class? This is same as creating a separate class and then sending object here. Is that same? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you have an anonymous inner class, can you convert that anonymous inner class into a lambda expression?
Yes.
Yes.
That is what we have seen, right? So now we are going to see this in the real next example. Okay. Now, so now you guys got to know what is a comparator and what is a comparable. Now let us come back to our logic. So the stream method is in the stream interface, we have a method called min method. We have a method called max method. Now let me ask you, let's go back to the stream example here. Now let me give you list of, okay, now we have numbers. Now can someone write a program? Let me write here. Write a program to print minimum min number from the given list. Write a program to print max number from a given list. How do you guys do without Java 8? How do you guys do without Java 8? Guys, if this is a program, how do you do?
First sorting, then we just print.
Do you need the sorting? Do you actually need the sorting in order to get only min or max? Can I write like this? I will check each and every element, correct? For I equal to 0, I less than
Numbers dot site.
numbers dot
Size.
size I plus plus. First, before this, I will take int min val equal to numbers dot 0, numbers dot get of 0. That means first element I'm taking it as a min element for time being. I'll start with 1. Okay. Now inside this I can write a logic like this, right? If numbers of I is less than or is greater than, for example, less than min value. Can I make it as min value as numbers of I? Min value equal to number of I.
Right.
So by writing like this, after completion of the loop, will I get a min value or not?
Yes.
Everyone understood this? This is simple logic. I'm not explaining anything difficult. So without Java 8, do you guys do this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can do it.
Yes.
Now if I want max value, I will take the first element as a max value,
Yes.
and then I'll just
Oh,
greater than, I'll make it as a less than, and I will take max value, correct?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
This is how you do it without Java 8. Let me comment this. Okay. Now, whenever you want to research for this code, you can look at it. So you can write using the sorting also. But if you are doing the sorting, obviously time taken by the program will be increased or not. You just need a min and max. Why do you need a middle element to be sorted? Correct. Unnecessarily, it is taking a time. So this is the best solution. Now let us write with a lambda expression. So in order to write a lambda expression, in order to write a stream program, in the stream API, I have a min method and max method. Now I want to use it. So in order, where these are present in the stream. Now from this collection, how can I create a stream?
Members dot streams.
Numbers dot stream dot. Now I will write min method, correct? Look at here. Min method is taking what? Comparator. So comparator, can I write a anonymous inner class?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
anonymous inner class, can we change it to the lambda expression?
Yes.
Okay, so now min method is taking a comparator. In the comparator, compare method is there, right? So compare method, how many arguments does it take?
2 arguments.
Two
Two.
arguments, correct? Now, and what it is returning? Int.
Integer.
That means it is taking something and returning something. Now, if I want to convert, if I want to write a lambda expression for this compare method, how can I do? Do I need to write a method name?
No.
Not needed. So first I need to take two arguments,
So the first
T1
word
comma
is
T2, correct?
arrow mark.
Arrow mark. And then here I need to write the logic, correct?
Yes.
Now here logic, let's put the same logic that whatever we kept it here. Just now we have written, right?
Yes.
Okay, let us take it from the integer class. Copy this and then put it here. So let me put it here. Okay. Now, do I need to add the return statement if the line number only one line? Not
Not
required.
needed.
Okay. Now, can I change this one? So whenever I perform this one and numbers.stream, what T1 and T2 are these? What type of objects are these T1 and T2?
Integer.
Number type.
Integer, right? So you
Yeah.
will get integer. Now directly let me put integer T1 only. T1 less than T2. Okay. T1 less than T2. Let me change it to T1. Let me change it to T2. Okay. Now let me remove this. Okay. Now can I say that this is a comparator logic? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So this main method is taking one comparator. Can I say that for that comparator you have written a lambda expression and you have mentioned here? Okay. Now here this min method, what does the min method is returning?
Integer here.
Okay. Is it an integer or is it a optional?
Option.
So there is a something in Java we did not discuss, but in Java 8 there is a new class have been introduced called optional. So that means, can I say that it is returning an optional object?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to get the value from the optional class, we need to use a get method. So for time being, you just remember that you need to call the get method. I will be explaining that what is a get method, what is a optional, how can I create an optional class, everything later. Okay. So whenever you're using a min method and max method, at the end you need to write a get method. Why am I writing a get method and all? I will explain. Okay. Now here, now if I do sys out, can I say that it will print min value? Let us run this program. Let me write here. Min number. What is the minimum number we should get out of this?
And
10, correct? Now let us run the program and see. See, am I getting 10?
yes.
Okay. Similarly, if I want to get the max number,
You need to use max method.
same condition, max method, correct? Same method, same, instead of min method, let me put max. Okay, run the program, See, am I getting 55? So here, what is the maximum number? 55. Okay, now this is fine. This is a list of integers. Now, let us convert the same example for the employee list, because this is how you will ask the question in the interview. Write a stream program to find maximum or to print employee name who is getting maximum salary. Okay, if I want to do this, what I will do, first I need to create a stream object. How can I do the stream object?
Employee list dot
Stream dot what method I have to use?
min.
Min or max? I want maximum employee, maximum salary.
Yeah, yes.
So max. So what does, see now here, the max method is taking a comparator. Now can I say comparator means 2 arguments should be put? I should put 2 arguments and this one, correct? So T1 comma T2. Now what this T1, T2? Is it an integer or employee or double?
Employee.
Employee object. Now, but where I should write the logic on the salary, correct? So that means whatever the logic I have written here, same thing, but instead of T1, T2, I should write salary, correct? Say here, whatever the logic we have mentioned here, copy this. Okay. Now here T1 is nothing but directly number, but here in this one, T1 is nothing but what? Is it a number? No, it's an employee object, correct? Now, see, I'm just trying to make it easy, guys. So let me remove it. Okay. Now I am putting the same thing. Okay, done. Now here T1, T2 is nothing but what? Employee object. Now can I say that T1 dot get
salary.
employee salary? Okay. Now can I hope you are able to get why am I getting this employee salary? Why not there?
Because that is a wrapper class. This is a user defined.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of a collection you are using. Correct.
Yes.
Now dot get, correct? Dot get. So dot get will give you what? Now here, there it is giving directly. Dot get will give you what? Look at the method, the signature. It is giving you the employee object, correct?
Object, yes.
Yeah. So now before till here, just do the output of this max method. Max method is giving optional employee, correct? There it has given optional integer. So directly you are getting an integer object. Now you get an employee object. What happens if you print an object directly?
The class name that will be printed.
Yeah. So for example, see, this is a class. Okay. Now I have created an object. Can I say that this S is an object?
Yes.
Now if I directly print this S object, what happens? What is the output of this line number 21?
Last name
It will give you this package name followed by class name at the rate some number, correct?
Yes.
Let's run this program. So here, look at here, com.ashokit.java 8 features, and then see, it is giving you complete package name followed by class name followed by some number. So now, but I want something else. What I will do, if I want to print some variables, I can call that variable name, or can I say that I have to override the toString method? If I override the toString method, what happens? toString method will be called. toString method will be called whenever you are printing an object, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Here, similarly, in the employee class, so here, let me come back to the same example. Here in this one, whenever I write max method, what does the max method is, get method is returning? Employee object. If I try to print the employee object directly, what happens? Let me write sys out. Let me write here maximum max EMP salary. Done. Now if I print this one, what will I get? Will I get the employee name or what happens? See which object I am trying to print?
Minimum, maximum.
Maximum salary. Only maximum salary.
Which
object?
which object I am talking? Employee object. So whenever you are trying to print an object, what is happening? First of all, you go to the employee class. So does the employee class has any toString method?
No.
No, it does not have. Whenever it does not have a toString method, what happened here? Whichever stream example class where it is present, whatever that package name, this package name followed by class name and some hash code. Now similarly, wherever this, so it is returning an employee object. Whenever it is trying to print, So where the employee object is present, it will go here. So here it will, what is the package name? It will print this package name followed by employee name, class name, followed by some number, correct? Let us see whether will that print or not. See, max employee salary. Is it printing a employee name or is it printing some class name followed by this one? Hope you understand why am I not getting an employee name directly?
Yes.
Yeah. So in order to solve this one, what I can do, let me take, see here, this, whatever it is giving, this one, what I will do here, copy this, and then it is returning employee object. So let me create employee some E1, E2 equal to, okay. Then can I say directly sys out E2 dot employee? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now sys out E2 dot get employee
Get.
name plus salary is E2 dot get EMP salary. And if I want employee ID also print, this is one way I can do. Why am I getting a error, compilation error? Okay, leave about this. Okay, one more bracket text. Oh no. So this is extra. Okay, done. Okay, done. So now this is one way we can do, but instead of this, I can also write. Can I override the toString method?
Yes.
In this employee class, can I override the toString method? Yes. So if you want to just write toString and then followed by control space, override. Now what you are returning, instead of return return super.toString, what I can do? Return
Employee ID.
yeah. So what are the variables are there? I have employee ID, EMP ID plus I'm creating a string. Name is EMP name, because these are the variables, or I can use a set get methods or variable names, correct? I can use this object also if I want. Salary is plus EMP sal. Now first let me put EMP ID is. EMP ID is, okay, done. Let me save this and then let us print it. Okay, done. Now let me go here. Let me run the program. See, are you getting a employee name or are you getting some class name followed by this one? See, I have overridden the toString method. See, employee ID is 127, name is Shesha, salary is 5 lakhs. So out of this person, out of this entire records in the employee list, is that the Shesha person is getting maximum salary or not? Shesha and Karan. Okay, let us take like 2. Out of this, you can say this one or this one. Anything is fine. Okay, whichever comes first, it is getting a blocking operation. Now let me make it as 6 lakhs. Now who is getting maximum? Karan. Now let us run and then see whether what is does it printing Karan. See, is it printing Karan? Hope you understand, guys.
Yes.
Now how does this logic will work? This logic internally compares each and every element. Out of this array list, all the elements are there, right? Internally, it will look at all the employees. Whenever you call this one, first it will take two employees out of, and it will do the compare to method continuously, and it will filter out whichever the employee. Now, if I want minimum salary, what should I do?
Call the
Same code. I have to use a min method, right? Let me write min EMP salary. Instead of max, I can say min method. Okay, done. Let me run this. So here, see. Okay, instead of min, I have written X. Okay, Karthik is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 lakh. So Karthik is the person who is getting minimum salary, correct, in this list? Yes or no? Let me put min instead of max. Any doubts? Do you guys know how to get min and max now? I have explained with user-defined object, which is a non-user defined object. So whenever we have a list of numbers or list of integer, that is instead of integer, you can put string, you can put long, you can put float, anything. So it is same. But if you have a user-defined object, this is how you can do it. So only difference is, see, whenever you're taking the max method, here what is this T1 and T2? It depends on what kind of a list you are having. It is an employee list. So T1, T2 is an employee. Now, instead of this salary, I want to know whose employee ID is minimum. See, generally, whenever you join the organization, whoever is joining like 20 years back, their employee ID is a smaller value. Now, whoever is joining in 2022, their employee ID will be the bigger value, correct?
Yes.
Like number wise. Now, I want to know who has joined first. I can directly try by the employee ID, right? Or date of joining. But I do not have a date of joining here. What I will do, I will try with the employee ID. Now, if I want to see the employee ID minimum value, can I say that instead of this, wherever the employee sal value is there, can I say that employee ID get?
Yes.
So that will done the work. Any questions on min and max?
A general question, Karthik. This comparator one is there, right? So
Yeah.
is it a functional interface?
No, it is not a function interface.
Okay.
Okay. So now there will be a question. Some people will be, sir, how this we have written a logic here. How does this logic will execute? Okay. So here it is taking a 2 arguments. So this logic will execute internally throughout this number of arguments. Here my list size is around 6 or 7. So for all these 7 arguments, internally it will call multiple times and it will check. Internally it will follow, I think, merge sort or something. So based on that, it will execute. Okay. Now let us look at some different method called sorted.
So actually, we can apply the lambda expression for the functional interfaces, right? But
Yeah.
this is not a functional interface. How can you apply?
Let us just give me a minute. Yeah, right question. Let us look at with this comparator.
This annotated as a functional interface only.
Yeah. Sorry, my mistake.
But it is
So-
having 2 abstract.
I'll explain that. Yeah, I'll explain this one. This one would be there. So I'll explain this one. Not an issue. Just we'll complete the sorted method and then I can come to that question. Yes, that's right question. I'll explain. Because this equals is already present in the object parent class, which is nothing but this equals. And why do we have the equals method? Because so whenever you are calling this compare method, right? Compare internally calls equals and hash code method. I will explain that little later. Okay. Because these two, though it is having 2 different, but it calls internally. Okay. Now here, now let us, another question might come. So this is not a functional interface. Can I write a lambda expression for this?
No.
Why?
You
We can write because it is having only one abstract method, right? If it is having more than one, you cannot. Currently, it is having only one. We can write. Okay. Now here, see here list of numbers you have. If you want to make it order or ascending order, just now we have seen collection.sort, correct? Now similarly, write a program to print to sort the list of numbers. Or in the interview, they might ask you, write a stream program to sort the array list. So can I say that the same question here? See, given numbers is an array list, I want you to write a stream program to sort it. Generally, you will use collection.sort, but I don't want collection.sort. I want you to write a program using a stream examples. Now using stream, look at here. There is a method called sorted. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So we can use this method. In order to use this method, where it is present in the stream. How can I call the stream?
Numbers dot stream dot sorted.
Numbers dot stream dot
Sorted.
Sort. So by default, sorted, call it. So sorted internally calls collection.sort. Okay. This sorted internally has the logic of collection.sort. What does the collection.sort will do by default?
Natural sorting.
Natural sorting order. Correct. Now let us print this out. See, what is this sorted will do? It is returning a stream of integer. Okay. Now done. Now let us run this program. Or else let me put here something. Sorted numbers. Okay. Let me run the program. See, are you able to sorted numbers? Okay. I'm getting, okay. Now here, what does it mean? What operation is this? Intermediate operation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So that
you
means
do.
we need a terminal operation, correct?
Yes. You need to
Yes.
use for each loop.
In order to, okay, if I want to directly print it, I can use a for each,
Correct.
or I can use collect method, correct?
Yes, dot collect.
Or else
Dot.
collect
Inside collectors dot
collectors
list.
dot
To
to list. Now, if I print it directly, see what happens whenever you print array list. See, if I am printing system.out.println numbers, what is the output?
Insertion order.
Okay, why? See, but see here, that means, are you printing an object? Correct.
No.
You are printing an array list object, correct? Yes, or no?
Yes.
Now, whenever you try to print an object, you need to check whether the toString method is overridden in the class or not, right? Agree or not? See, now what I'm trying to ask the question is, whenever I'm trying to print an array list object, I'll be getting the contents of the array list, correct?
Yes.
Inside the array, we will get all the output.
Contents of array list. Why am I getting a contents? Why
Because,
not class name followed by the package name followed by the class name?
toString method is already present inside the array list.
Is it present?
Overridden.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
that means,
overridden.
are you sure? Let us look at.
No, I think so.
Have you guys seen that whether it is present or not?
Yes.
As per the concept you are saying, let us look at here. See, in the array list, do you have the toString method? No, it is not there. It is showing red color, correct? But see, whenever you have a inheritance concept, array list is extending from which list?
It is the
Abstract list.
Abstract list.
object class
You go
method
there.
that's included.
Now, object class method will be having the logic of package name followed by class name at the rate some hexadecimal number. But whenever you print an array list object, you don't get that. You will get a contents of array list. That means somewhere someone could have been overridden. So why am I telling this one is array in the array list class, it is not overridden. Corey is not speaking, please go on mute. Yeah. So in the array list class, it is not overridden, but this array list is extending from abstract list. So in the parent class also they might have overridden. Let us look at go to the abstract list. Okay. Just look at toString. It is not there. Go to abstract collection. The abstract list is extending from abstract collection. Go here and then check. See, do you have in the abstract collection?
Yes.
Yes or no? So that means it is not implemented directly in the array list, but it is implemented in the, it is overridden in the parent class, but still it will work, correct? By creating, see, by creating a child class object, can you access the parent class method?
Through inheritance concept.
Yeah, because of inheritance, I can do it, right? That is how it is printing it. Hope you understand. Now let me do sorted numbers collection.toList. So here sorted numbers, it is a returning an array list. So I'll just check. It is a collection.toList means it will create a new list. That list I'm directly printing it. Since it is an integer object, it will print. Okay. If it's an employee object, it won't print. See, sorted numbers. Okay. Are you getting? Now I want a reverse order. What should I do? I want reverse order. Write a program to print the reverse order using a stream method. Write a program to or descending order. Now sort the order, no, descending order or reverse order.
There is
What?
sorted overloaded methods.
Inside stream, we have one
Yeah,
method.
sorted overloaded.
So here sorted method, which is taking comparator, correct? So you take this one. So we can write a comparator. Okay. So now instead of comparator, there is one more option. So in the collections.java collections class, there is a method called reverse order. By calling this one, it is same as writing a comparator also. Okay. By default, you have a reverse order method. You call this method and then let us write descending order numbers. Run this program. Are you getting descending order or not? This is one
Yes.
way you can write. But just now you have written a min method, max method. You have written a comparator. Can you write the similar comparator here? Yes or no? See, there are different ways by using the collection or reverse order, or you can also write what you can write.
Min and max.
Yeah. So in this one, whatever the min max logic you have written, can you write that? Comparator. See here, this sorted method is taking what? It's taking a comparator, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
See, reverse order will give you reverse order, but comparator means you can write either ascending or descending, correct? Let me remove this one, collection dot reverse order. See, sorted method is taking a comparator. Comparator is I can write a function, lambda expression. Let me take here, lambda expression means it takes two arguments, T1 comma T2. What is T1 comma T2? Employee objects, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, by default, here, it is not an employee object, it's an integer object, guys, because I'm operating on numbers. What does the number is having? Integer. Now, can I say that T1, same logic here, can I say?
Copy paste.
I'll do the copy paste better. Okay. Okay. By playing this logic, you can get ascending, you can get descending, anything, whatever you want. Okay. By default, it will give you ascending. Let us look at descending order numbers using comparator. Okay, done. So let's see what order I am getting. Orders using numerator, I am getting ascending. Okay, but I want descending. Then what I will do, I will just change the comparator code. Okay.
Change
So
the
here,
sign.
let me copy this code and put it again here. So you just need to see here. If T1 is less than T2, you are returning -1. Just return +1. And then here you change it to -1. Let us run this. And then let me put order descending. Let us run the program. See, orders using comparator descending. Am I getting descending or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So does it make easy now? Will you be able to answer the interview questions like getting a minimum salary of an employee, getting a maximum salary of an employee, or given numbers, get a minimum number, get a max number, and try to, we'll come to the sorting of arranging the employee records sorted order. We'll come to that. But if it's min method, max method, sorted method, will you be able to answer in the interview?
Yes. Yes, Karthik.
This is
Any questions?
Karthik, I have actually from last 4 days I have an issue in this attending the session. This notes are updated. That means these video sessions are available no? On that Google Drive.
Yes. So have you enrolled for this course?
Yes, I have enrolled.
Yeah,
but
okay,
from
once. Yeah, just give me a minute. Just a minute, guys. Hold on. So whenever you enroll, you will get an email. The same problem is being told by multiple people. So whenever you enroll from Ashok IT, you will get one email, guys. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, see here, when you are able to see my screen, whenever you enroll for this course, you will get an email from the Ashok IT saying the Zoom link, and then you will get one of whenever you will be added to the group already for backup videos. Redeem your copy of 02. So you need to click on this and see here, confirm your email address. Okay. Now you click on this confirm email. That before that you need to create an account in the Ashok IT Tech website. So whenever you click on this one, it will go to the Ashok IT website. Okay. So this email, I think some of you are ignoring it. Please don't ignore it. With this email only, you will get a access to the previous videos.
Okay.
Hope you have seen. Have you seen this email?
Yeah. Yesterday I got that email.
But you ignored it, right?
Yeah.
So just look at the emails carefully, man. Like, because see, if everyone is not facing the problem, that means so whenever we are sending these emails and all, it is not for one person. Like whoever has done the enrollment, automatically it will be sent. So there is a problem, means just patiently look at the email. Okay. And in that emails only, the Telegram group link, everything will be there. And I have shared the notes today morning for Java 8. And since some of you have joined late, I'll share it again today. Okay, fine.
Even that PDF note also shared.
In the Telegram
That is
group.
what I have mentioned. Yeah, in the Telegram group.
Okay.
So who is your, may I know your name?
Debendra De.
Are you there in the Telegram group?
Yes. I'm there.
So I have shared the notes just now before the class today.
Okay, let us check.
Yeah, Java 8 notes. I hope others are able to look at this one, right, guys?
So what are the
Yes, sir.
topics-
I am able to download.
Yeah.
So what are the topics covered so far? Because I was absent for last 2-3 days.
So we have covered interface changes, what is a Lambda expression, advantage of Lambda expression, and function interface, and we just started with the stream. Those are the topics we covered. You can go through the previous sessions.
Okay.
So Harish Kumar, I'll be sharing these notes again.
Okay.
You can find it out. Okay. Whenever you say that you don't get it, just look at it once again. Let me share it to you guys. Okay, now let me ping this one. So whenever you want to join, Harish, next time, so in this, go to Telegram group. Here you can see, are you able to see one pinned message?
Yes. Now
You click on this pinned message, you will go to the class. You just click on this Zoom link, you will join the class.
okay.
If you are enrolled, right? You have enrolled, right, already?
Yes. I'm enrolled.
Yeah, fine. Now I have shared the notes as well. You can look at the notes as well.
Yes, just now I got it.
Okay, fine. So I hope others are also able to access the notes. If anyone has any issue in accessing the notes, let me know.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. So just do practice. Okay. Now let us see one more here. Now here it's sorted method. I have used sorted method using a collection dot comparator, sorted method with a reverse order, sorted method without arguments. Okay. Similarly, it's a list of numbers. But if I use this for the employee list, let's see. Okay. So employee list dot stream. Okay. Now, generally, if I want to call.
No.
Yeah, guys, whenever you are unmuting your mic, please make sure that there is no noise around you, because the class might get disturbed. So employee list dot stream dot sorted. If I use this sorted method, internally what happens? It will call the collection dot sort. Okay. Now here, if I print it, if I call this one dot, like I'll do for each. So what order I will get? Tell me, can someone guess it? What is the order I will get?
Default order.
What is the default order?
Ascending order.
See here, I have in the, see here, what is this P? Whenever I try to print it for each, it is taking a employee object P. Okay. Is it an employee object P?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So whenever I'm trying to print, what order? Like see here, if you have a list of integers, you can say that ascending. But list of employees, how can you decide which employee is bigger, which employee is smaller? On what basis? Is it a
You have-
salary?
String method based on.
You have to implement the comparable interface or make some comparator out of these employee.
So
class.
let's see this one. Let's run this program and see. Yeah, that is right answer. But someone like before this one, someone answered about saying that it will print. Correct? What it will print? That is my question. Hope you get it. Why did I ask that question? Sorry, let us write it again. emp list dot stream dot sorted. So sorted will sort. Okay. If it is an integer, so sorted will call internally collection dot sort. There, collection dot sort means earlier we are using a numbers. Numbers is nothing but what that is an array list, right? That numbers array list is what? It is containing integers. So when I say collection dot sort here, numbers is a list which of integer. When I say sorted, it will collection dot sort internally it will call. So it will go to compare to method of a integer wrapper class because integer wrapper class is implementing it. Okay. Now whenever I do collection here sorted. So is my employee class implementing a comparable interface or comparator? Yes, no?
No.
Okay, let us see what happens. Now, in order to solve this, can I say that I have to do, I have to pass here directly? I cannot use the sorted method, right? Which is not see here. A sorted method is overloaded method. So when I have a user defined object, if that object is not implementing, I can have to use a comparator like sorted method, which is taking a comparator, not the argument one, right? So that is what I just wanted to tell you. Is my employee? Yeah, it is overridden. Let me print directly e dot p. Okay. Now let us run this.
I think we don't require to print again. So already we are using print inside the.
No. Okay. I don't need a system dot out.
Yes. Yeah.
Why these brackets are giving me problem? Yeah, done. Now let me write here something. This sort employee list. Okay, done. Let's see what is the output I will get. Run the program. See, am I getting an issue? Class cast exception. Line number, stream example main method. Where am I getting line number? Look at here. So here I am getting a, see in this method I am getting an exception. So can someone tell me why am I getting this class cast exception? See here.
It is not implementing comparator.
Yes. So here, when so if you look at earlier, whenever I am explaining the collection dot sort method, I have shown you the signature, correct? So in the collection dot sort method, if you look at the signature of the sort method, if you look at here, so what it is taking a list. Okay, what that list is containing, it is taking a tree. T is nothing but it is an object. So that object. So here, if you are taking a list of integers, that integer should internally implement comparable. Okay. Now here, my whatever I have written, so collection dot sort will call from this sorted method. Internally, it will call collection dot sort. So, but what am I passing? Employee. Does the employee implementing comparable? No. That's the reason I'm getting an exception here. Now let us implement this comparable here. Now in this employee class, can I implement the comparable interface? Implements comparable. Okay. Now let me take integer. Here comparable interface, I'm giving it as an integer. So here in this employee class, I have multiple objects, right? Like I have a employee ID, I have an employee salary, I have a name, mobile number, anything. So by default, what order I want to do? Let us generally will take a int ID, employee ID. So I'm putting an integer. If you want to do salary, then you take it as a double. Okay. Now let us override the add unimplemented method compare to method. See, in the compare to method, let us write the logic. So you know that I can copy it from here, right? Where is that employee ID something? Let me take this, or else let us take it from here. It would be nice. Copy, put it in the employee class, return statement here. Okay. Whenever you're calling this one also. Let me copy till here. Okay. Now I'm calling this dot. Okay. Instead of this enter, let me take it as employee. Okay. Let me take this as an employee. Now what I will do, this E1, this one E2. E1 dot get employee ID. Okay. Now E2 dot get employee ID. Now here also E1 dot get employee ID. Here also E2 dot get employee ID. Okay. Done. Now I can directly put this logic here, or else this dot this directly I can pass this object, and then instead of this one, okay, or else I can do directly compare to, let me put it as a employee. Okay. Yeah, it is taking employee. Okay. Now let me remove this method. Sorry, copy this line. I'm just making sure that it is similar to the toString method, or whatever. If you want, you can write your manual also. I'm just writing. So here, this is nothing but, oh, okay. Now let us run the program. So here, I should see here whether I'm getting order or not, leave about it. But now here I'm implementing a comparable interface. So should I get a class cast exception? Let's see whether I will be getting or not. Yeah, I did not see any error. Okay, a sort employee list. Okay, somewhere sort employee list. See, am I getting a sorted order by employee ID? Yes or no? Is the employee decided or in a sorted manner or not? Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that means here you understand what does the collection dot sort method will take. If you are giving a object which is not taking a, if you are giving a object which is not implementing a comparable interface, what happens? It will give you the class cast exception. So you have to take the class which is implementing that interface. Okay. Now here I want to see by default, since my comparable interface is following the logic of employee ID ascending, but I want to sort the employees based on salary. Then what should I do? Should I go for by default sorted method, or should I go for something else? See, write a stream program to sort the employees based on salary. So at that time, if I'm using this sort method, what happens? Will it give the sort by salary or sort by ID if I'm using the by default?
Sort by ID.
Because this employee class
And-
implementing a comparable, and there we have written the logic of employee ID. Okay, but I want employee salary. Can I say that now I have to use the overloaded method? Pass the comparator now?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
whenever I'm passing the comparator, can I say that this logic same? Max method logic?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let
Yes,
us look at here. Sorted. So sorted method is taking T1, T2. What is this T1, T2? Since it is employee object, these are employee objects. Okay. Employee salary, employee name. Yeah, done. So let us see what it will print. Okay. On the program. See, is it printing? So from here, let me write print employee order by salary. Let me write one system.out statement here. Sits out employee order by salary. Okay, done. So employee order by salary. Now, am I getting see? So here, these are getting sorted by the employee salary. Now let us look at the descending. Let me write descending. Okay. Now descending means let me copy this same thing, only just need to change the conditions. Right here. Employee order by descending salary. Okay. Now here, let me put +1. Let me make it as -1. Let us save it, run the program. Now employee ID descending. See, am I getting a descending or not? 6 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 1 lakhs. Yes or no? Okay. Now you guys tell me, we have one more method also we have seen, right? Now if I am calling, so here same thing. Here same thing I will call like this. Sorted, here I will write collection dot reverse order. Then what happens?
Descending order.
Descending order we'll get, but descending order of salary, employee name,
ID.
which one? ID. Why ID only?
We have
Because
implemented.
because we are implementing a comparable, and in the comparable compare to method I have provided only ID, correct? Let me write here. Let me write one sys out. Sys out reverse EMP order. See, reverse EMP order. See, is it descending by the ID or not automatically?
Yes.
So that means whenever you are using a method by default sorted method, whenever you are using a collection.sort method or sorted method, whatever you are passing, the list object, anything, that list should implement the comparable. Okay. If you are using whatever the logic that is mentioned in the comparable will be called by default. If you say collection reverse order, that same thing will be reverse order. But if you want to provide explicit order, it may be a salary, it may be a name, it may be anything else. Then can I say that you have to use the overloaded method of sorted?
Yes.
So these questions are very important, guys. Write a program to find minimum salary or maximum salary, or write a program to sort the employees, write a program to sort the numbers, or write a program to sort the array list. So can I say that this is write a program to sort the array list? This is nothing but array list only, right? But what internally has an array list? Does that make sense? So we have seen a custom object, we have seen a integer object as well, right? Any questions? Have you learned something new, or does it make easy now? Guys, pin drop silence. Am I?
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm getting confused whether you see, either it will be fully understood or either you did not understand anything.
Sir, are these programs are available in that document?
Yes, I will be sharing this also. So whatever the code I have written here, this entire project will be shared with you guys. If you want, I'll be sharing this one. Like, do you guys need a only program wise or class wise or entire project?
Entire project. It'd be more
Let
convenient.
me go to this one. I'll be sharing. So like today, whatever we have done today, I'll be sharing till today. And then later I'll be sharing the classes, or at the end of the course, all the notes, and then whatever the code that we have written at the end of the course, that also I'll be doing the zip drive and I'll share it. See, like what with my experience, I can say that students will look at whether you have the documents shared, everything. But once you keep your documents, everything with you, then you will have a feeling that, yeah, I have the documents, let me read it later. But the documents will be there forever. After 10 years also, you will not be able to read. So just start looking at the notes and then practice it. Okay, let me share these notes as well. Yeah, I'm sharing the zip drive. You just unzip it and then complete notes till complete code, sorry, till today. Okay. So tomorrow, so here, whenever we are discussing, some methods are giving output, some methods are not. So that's where those are the which are not giving, those are nothing but a term intermediate operations, which are giving, those are nothing but a terminal operations. Okay. So there are some short circuit operations also I'll be explaining. So tomorrow also we have a class, since yesterday I was not available due to hospital checkup. So tomorrow also we'll have a class at same time. So we'll learn something new tomorrow. Any questions so far today's class? Okay. Anyone is having any problem in getting a document and all, look at the emails and getting a notes or getting a previous classes. Does anyone face any problem? Okay. I hope everything is fine. So if you have anything, any issues, just let me know. Okay. And whoever is had yet to do the enrollment, please complete it today, because like they'll not be allowing from tomorrow onwards. Okay. If no question, that's all, guys. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. Please practice. The streams is something like I know I have been explaining so many times, and still before every day of my class, I will be practicing, guys, whether you believe me or not, because this is something when you have practice, you will get a confidence. So whenever I'm explaining directly before showing you the output, I'm telling that it may be error, it may be a possibility and all. So how did I get that? By practicing it. So please practice it. Confidently will be answering in the interview. Okay. So if no question, that's all for today. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.